Lough down by 16 points to get them fired up today.
Oh, we came out flat. We couldn't get layups. We weren't playing defense. We came out sluggish. So that was a big no-no. So we had to readjust for the second half.
What was that halftime adjustment? Because it didn't work out that well early on. What was that speech?
I gave him that speech of what you're gonna do. You came this far again, and you're gonna just give it away. So no, you got to think about everything we went through, every suicide you ran, every mile you had to run, every time I made you just get on the line because I was mad at your, mediocrity because I don't like it. So they dug deep and they came through.
Was it nerves again, or was it just the dimensions of the?
I don't know. They were just flat. They came out flat. They were not able to do what they were supposed to do, and I was wondering that. Are y'all nervous? And I think it was. I think they were nervous.
When have y'all looked like that before this year?
We haven't. Not this year.
Yeah.
That was the lowest scoring half that we've ever had.
This team is down. Yeah, 3 points in the second quarter.
I know, it was horrible. We could not get anything going under the basket. And that's our bread and butter, making layups. So we couldn't do it. So we had to readjust, tell them they had to focus on what they were doing. We already knew they were trapping the wings, so they had to penetrate. So they came along with the game plan and we were victorious.
This is indicative of the strong team that you guys have to rally down by 16 to come back and win by 8.
Oh yeah, it's just a testament of their hard work, their dedication, their drive to want to win. So I got to give it up to the girls. They were determined that they were going to be state champions this year.
The boys started today several times. We the ball in the twice, so we got you going again on offense.
Yeah, I told her she has to make it. I told them to take over. You got to take over. You got to take over the game. Big time players got to produce. So they stood up to the challenge.
Then you have to sit her down and Morgan rough. That was some kind of was that thrown up, hit the ball off the girls' backside, and they score.
Morgan has been tremendous for us in these playoff games. So kudos to Morgan. Yes.
Coach Madison too.
Oh yeah, I had to calm her down. She was so hyped, and she wasn't playing her own game, and I had to get her, tell her, sit her down. That's what you have to do to get her attention. So I sat her down, and she was ready.
Well, those threats that they got on there, what they got, and kind of ruined them.
I came and saw y'all play against Holy Innocents on MLK Day. You guys bounced to Lough's team was in the Final Four, 7-8 by 25 points. And you played a couple other hard games like that. Do you feel like those games kind of helped y'all, in this run?
I know they helped us prepare for this. That's why I try to go outside of our region, make sure we have those hard games where they're able to, work together and overcome adversity. Because if not, they'll just be used to winning and not being able to work hard. So yes, that's
You're building that comeback, and then Janae goes out late. What's going through your head when she gets that 5th foul?
Oh, I was like, oh my God, we're just getting our points in. But I knew I had people. Cassidy was still on the floor, so I know she was a dominant player. So I told them, go to Cassidy's side and make sure she gets the ball. And she produced.
They're going to lose the rough girls in Jasmine and the 14. But this team's going to certainly have Rick Earl and Doug Cassidy back. And we'll be doing this again next year.
Oh, yes.
Triple A, but
yeah, we got some young freshmen that will be able to produce as well. But, my seniors were the ones running the show, so I will let them go ahead and do it. We have time to work with our freshmen.
They talk about 36 years ago, and obviously is that going to hit you and Tasha on the bus ride home?
Yes. I was there the last time they won the state championship because my cousin played on the team. So that was awesome. I was like, I want a state championship too. But yes, I could just remember when Tasha was laying on the floor because they fell short. But now I said we're dedicating this win to Tasha because this is what she wanted.
It's a lot of big things culminating, and then we spoke last night.
Yes.
And you finally did it. You're finally over the hump. How feel? You must be feeling great. You and the seniors, like.
Oh yes, that felt so good for me because of the seniors. Because that first year, they got out the first round. Second year, Final Four, they got put out. Third year, we are state runner-up. Now their senior year, they are state champions.
That's gotta feel so good.
Yes, it does. It's great.
When it was 27-11, like what did you feel like your chances were at that point?
I knew we hadn't played any basketball, so I knew if we started playing our game, we would storm back. So I'm just happy that they believed in what I said and they believed in themselves enough to work hard.
When you were telling him, like, you know, he's come on his way, was that at halftime or was that?
Oh, it was at halftime. It was at halftime, yes.
What was their kind of demeanor like at that point?
They were looking at me like, she has lost her mind. Because I wasn't nice and settled like this. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, like I do at practice. And they say, oh, you ain't a bad move. No.
I got you in that first huddle. When you guys were down in the first, you were yelling your head off. You were like, get with it. Because you knew about it, yeah.
Yes.
That's a pretty incredible comeback.
Yes. Oh, that was awesome.
It's about 3 games into one. You got a week's worth of basketball in one night. The best and the worst and the best.
That was the worst first half, but like I said, that second half was all